1998, I mean, when we started, it was the issue of clothing for us, which is still as it is relevant, right? But a lot of people have this misconception about our work that we are in the business of collecting and distributing clothes or some other material. That's not our core idea, right? We never wanted to distribute in any case. We hate the word distribution. All this free distribution and all also takes away dignity of people.
आज आपको अंशु गुप्ता और उनकी संस्था जो है गूंज,
अंशु गुप्ता,
गूंज के संस्थापक अंशु गुप्ता,
2015 के मैक्स एसे अवार्ड विनर मिस्टर अंशु गुप्ता।
गूंज नाम की संस्था का एक ही मिशन है, कोई भी इंसान बगैर कपड़े के ना रहे।
Second hand material is the easiest tool to take away dignity of people. It is a challenging job. So we said we need to change these lenses and language around this. First thing is that whenever people say we want to donate, we will challenge and we'll say, listen, none of us actually donate our second hand material. We in fact discard. So I need to be thankful to the people who are using my second hand material. They are the keepers of our emotions, our resources, our time which we spend. On the other side, we said that the people are not coming to you asking for something. People don't love charity. So we said nothing will be given free because people don't want free. And we have been able to break these misconceptions, right? I mean, free material can get you votes, for sure. That's what is happening. But free material also challenges the dignity of people in a very, very big way. So we changed that narrative. We said that we can revive that entire barter economy. People will choose their work, they will work on that, and then they will receive material. And that initiative is called Cloth for Work. It's one of the largest initiatives. Even in the pandemic time when the country was closed many times, we were able to make or repair almost about 300 kilometers of roads. Not by paying money, but even the relief kits which were going, people were not accepting as relief. People were working and then receiving it with dignity. Right? A pair of shoe, I give it to you and come tomorrow and say, listen, this is mine. You will say, yes, it is yours. But then that same person makes a road. He spends a few days in making that. I go and say, listen, the shoes is mine. The person will say, it might be yours, but I want it. You see? That language changes. That self-confidence. So that became one of the biggest initiatives with which we are still surprised, to be honest, as an institution also. We never thought that with the help of old clothes, utensil, footwear, etc., we'll be able to dig well or clean ponds. And these are almost like 10,000 such activities involving lakhs and lakhs, millions of people. And there's nothing like where we decide. The important part is that the last person will decide. They will say whether they need a road or they need their water body to be repaired. It's not a top-down approach. But then over a period of time, we found that how the natural or human-made disasters are, killing people financially, especially economically, a whole lot of other ways. So that's where this Rahat initiative came up, and it's a very systemic approach. Also not because we are experts, but just because we gained a little bit of expertise in handling material, building communities, logistics, who needs what. So that big initiative came up. The most beautiful and most troubling mentally initiative is called NJPC, which is not just a piece of cloth. And this happened in 2004-05. So we realized that there is acute shortage of clothing. 2 women, 1 sari is a very common story. So we asked a very simple question that what is this women using during those 5-6 days of menstruation if you do not have enough to cover yourself. So millions is a very small number, crores I would say, of women and girls actually use sand, ash, jute bags, rugs, rags, grass, use sanitary pads, to cow dung, anything. anything and everything which can stop or absorb is used in the pad. But we understood that there is an importance of a piece of cloth. Again, our soul is cloth. And that's how we came up with this MyPad idea. And now 1.82 million kgs of waste cloth, which otherwise would have gone in landfill sites, is now turned into sanitary pads. It can be used multiple times. It is 100% environment friendly because it is a cotton or semi-cotton cloth. Also, these 7 million pads are equivalent to almost about 35-40 million pads just because of reuse. And we also didn't use it as a product. The idea was not to sell and earn money, but the idea was to open up the subject and use it as a tool. So we do this Chuppi Thodo Baitak, break the silence meeting, thousands of those. And we were the first people to open up the subject. I will not say problem is solved, despite now having hundreds of people talking about it. But it's good that people are talking about it. It's good that people have started understanding the importance of a non-issue, as I call it. और वॉलंटरी सेक्टर क्या है? वॉलंटरी सेक्टर कुछ हजारों लाखों कॉन्शियस सिटीजन्स का एक एफर्ट है. वॉलंटरी सेक्टर का काम घर बनाना नहीं है. वॉलंटरी सेक्टर का काम सड़कें बनाना नहीं है. वॉलंटरी सेक्टर का काम इवन स्कूल बनाना भी नहीं है, क्योंकि वो सब सरकारों के काम है. उनके लिए सरकारें चुनी जाती हैं, उनके लिए म्यूनसिपलिटीज़ चुनी जाती हैं. वॉलंटरी सेक्टर का काम गैप फिल करना है. वॉलंटरी सेक्टर का काम लोगों के साथ खड़े होना है, उनको अवेयर करना है, और यदि कोई चीज़ गलत हो रही है तो उस पर ध्यान देना है. सच ये है कि आप पूरे देश में 100 साल की हिस्ट्री को उठा के देखेंगे तो जो मैक्सिमम एक्ट्स आए हैं, चाहे वो राइट टू इन्फॉर्मेशन हो, राइट टू फूड हो, राइट टू एजुकेशन हो, वो सारे वॉलंटरी सेक्टर की वजह से आए. कोविड में कौन क्या कर रहा था बताइए? कोविड में कौन बना के खाना दे रहा था? आम इंसान और वॉलंटरी सेक्टर. सबसे बड़ा डिलीवरी मैकेनिज्म किसके पास है? वॉलंटरी सेक्टर के पास. कौन सा सेक्टर है जो धर्म, जाति, बिरादरी पे ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं देता? सामने इंसान दिखता है. कौन सा सेक्टर है जिसको तैरना नहीं आता लेकिन फिर भी डिजास्टर में सबसे पहले पहुंचता है? जिसकी माउंटेनियरिंग की कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं है बट तब भी डिजास्टर में सबसे पहले पहुंचता है. ये सेक्टर है. तो मैं तो बहुत इज्जत करता हूँ इस सेक्टर की, और मैं बहुत ब्लेस्ड मानता हूँ खुद को कि आप इंजीनियर्स की फैमिली से आ रहे थे, आपने जर्नलिज्म की पढ़ाई की और आप काम ये कर रहे हैं. तो ये तो डेस्टिनी है एक तरह से, राइट? ये कॉलिंग है. एंड आई फील आई एम ब्लेस्ड. When I imagine myself in India at 100, I certainly want har tan pe kapda, as we say, that people must have that basic tool of dignity. I also dream a very well-educated India. If one kid is well-educated in the family, you can come out of poverty forever. And the other thing, which because we work extensively in the villages, I also see India is not one of the countries where you don't have water. You have huge amount of water. You have your own good share of rains and everything. So out here the issue is not water but the water management. And if you are able to work on water and education, I can tell you the forced migration will stop. Migration will by choice will keep happening, which is a healthy thing. And the villages will become much more prosperous. India still is in the villages. India's future is in the villages. We imagine more work, more stress, more resources, much more beautiful life in the villages of India. They remain there. The people remain there. They don't come and end up in very sad life in the slums of the cities. It's high time that the forced migration stops and people migrate like me, I am also migrated, but I migrated by choice. I was not forced to migrate. That's India for me.